joined by Tommy Malloy for a very important Greenock Juniors update at this time. First of all, Tommy, thanks for joining me.
No problem, mate. No worries at all. You've caught me before I go to night shift, so it's not a glitz and glamour managing Greenock Juniors in your night shift Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, as you say, that's the reality of football and at the level you're working at, and it's admirable that in these tough times when everyone's been told to stay safe, that the nature of your job, you're still out there and still providing a very key service.
You know, to be honest, Carl, the only time I feel as if I'm leaving the house just now is to go to work. But needs must, we need to pay bills, don't we? So it's a job I'm in at the moment. I've got no complaints. Well, I can't really mind.
To get back to the football, a very sad time in Inverclyde recently, and a sad time for the club with the passing of Ryan McDonald. I know you would like to pay tribute to Ryan.
It's not sunk in what happened, and I know it's been a week now, Callum, which unfortunately happened to Ryan. It's a really, really sore for myself. I know there were people outside his family are obviously the first people we think of. And I know just, if we're talking Ryan's football side of things, there was a lot of people closer than me, but just through personal experience, he was an unbelievable human being. He done a lot for me as well. Even meeting him at Raceway Park and stuff. I'd only met him probably 2 weeks ago. I'd probably a bit longer than that, sorry. Just when the lockdown kind of kicked in, I'd met him at the petrol station. The first thing you noticed when you met Ryan was the smile he had in his face. And what I will say is that you've obviously seen all the tributes and stuff that have been put online for him and stuff. Nobody's exaggerating about him. An unbelievable guy. And I know when people pass it, people do say that about people, and nobody genuinely would have had a bad word to say about Ryan. He was just a special person. He was, and on top of that as well, and I know it's not the most important thing, but he was what a footballer he was as well. A brilliant player, a brilliant guy, and I know I speak on behalf of probably just not Greenock Juniors alone, just the whole football community here. It's hurt people like a ton of bricks. I probably spoke to guys that I hadn't heard from, that I played with, or just mixed with in football over the years, and I've heard from them the last week, and just it's hurt everybody hard, and it's maybe one that will not sink in for a long time. I know there'll be a lot of questions people asking. It's scary because in my job I work with vulnerable kids and stuff, and I see a lot of issues going on day in, day out, but what I would say is, just without going into detail, obviously, if a guy like Ryan's head is maybe not in the right place, then always maybe need to have a look at yourself at times as well, because Ryan, to me, would have been a guy who's just a great life, a great guy, but sometimes people need to talk to people and tell them what's really going on in their life. Do you know what I mean? And again, I'm not saying that I know stuff that happened, because I'd be lying if I did, but we obviously know his circumstances. And as I said, it's scary that a guy like Ryan has passed away, because there's probably be loads of people I could have named that I know they've got their own problems going on, and maybe they've thought of doing things, and Ryan would have been a guy that nobody would have thought what happened, and he'll be sadly missed. And as I said, we're all hurting at the moment, but if we're being honest, you get on with your own life at times, and but Ryan's family, everybody's devastated for him, and I can assure them that, just speaking personally to people in the last week or so, that everybody's just got kind words to say about Ryan, and our thoughts are with him, and they always will be. And I don't think everything that's going on in the world will help them just now as well, with people not being able to be in contact with people at the moment. And I've lost people myself over the years, and I know for a fact it helps you when you can go and get a cuddle off somebody, and you can go and sit down and chat with somebody, but they're not in a position to do that at the moment, just with stuff that's going on in the world. Do you know what I mean? So probably, I'm only guessing, but I'm guessing that stuff, corona stuff, and it's making it even 10 times tougher for them, because they might be just sitting themselves, and it's giving them more time to think, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense, and just to echo what you've said there, the thoughts of everyone associated with Greenock Juniors, both past and present, are with Ryan's family. And as you've said, if anyone is struggling, it's okay not to be okay, and reach out to somebody, because we're all here and we're all in it together.
Of course, and just getting back to what I say, I've worked in a job with young kids, and we've always had issues from being toddlers to hitting teenage years, and I see it day in, day out. It's worrying because, as I said, I've felt guilty. I've been in contact with management and committee last week talking about football and speaking to potential signings and speaking to players who are leaving, and there's still a bit at the back of my mind where I feel guilty speaking about it, because in the grand scheme of things it's not important. And I'm sure Ryan would echo this, that life goes on. And just going back to what I said and about Ryan, he was just a massive supporter of me when I took over coaching and stuff. I remember I went up and helped Port Glasgow for a couple of months under Craig Brown. I was only 33, 34 maybe, and Ryan's 5 years older than me, and you always worry, is the older players going to take to you? And I'd already known Ryan before this, but get into a dressing room, it's maybe as a coach and there's older guys there, you worry how they'll take to it. He was the first person that says to me that he'll get the boys on my side, and if there's anything I need. And he was just a brilliant guy. And even wee things like, I can't drive, and Ryan stayed a wee bit away from me, and there were boys closer to me, and Ryan would always say, get in the car, they'll drop you home. And I'd say, like, no, if somebody stays closer, they'd be saying, get your backside in the car. And we'd sit at my mum's house at the time, or my house, whatever it was, and just blather about football for half an hour. And he's just a genuinely nice guy. And it's funny because I was speaking to one of my current players, Gary Fleming, who was very close to Ryan as well, just last night or the night before, and that popped into my head again. I went to Greenock Juniors as a 19, 20-year-old, and again, you know, at that time, junior changing rooms were full of grown men, and you're a wee bit intimidated. You know, and Ryan, as soon as the changing room door opened, Ryan was the first one, come over and sit next to me over here. And we hangs like that, he didn't need to do it, and he wasn't doing it just to make you feel. That's just the sort of guy he was. And when the games are back and stuff, and I can assure Ryan's family, if any of them ever listening to this, that we'll be doing with a tribute to him. I'm not sure how we'll do that, but it'll not be forgotten at our club, that's for sure.
Absolutely, never forgotten. I completely echo that. And but you mentioned at a time like this, it's difficult to talk football, and sometimes, in all honesty, as you've said, it doesn't feel right. But because the season's been called and what was the junior setup, it was a big week for the club in the sense that the Player of the Year ceremony, well, it didn't happen the way it would normally happen for obvious reasons, but it was on social media, which was really nice. And Dylan McLaughlin, we've just got to talk about him. Management Player of the Year, one of the joint Players of the Year, top scorer, and to top it all off, he's staying at the club.
Well, you just touched on it. The most important thing for me is Dylan's remaining at the club. I knew halfway through the season there'd be interest in him. And listen, people wouldn't be doing their jobs right if they're not looking at guys at clubs like ours who are maybe standing out. And he's a massive part of what we're trying to do. And so is his teammates as well. And Dylan will be first to say that everything he done that season for us, he wouldn't have done it without his teammates. He had his wee blips as well. Everything wasn't perfect with Dylan. But what I would say about him is he gives you a wee lift at training. Maybe if there's the odd night you don't fancy, you watch your wee man training. And if anybody watches Dylan play a train, he plays and trains as if he's playing with his mates in the street, which I'll never take out him. I've always said to him, and he's the first one that comes to you and says, I'll calm it down a bit. And I'm the first one to say, no, don't. Just be yourself, go and express yourself, because see if we took that side at Dylan's game out, Dylan, you would have half a player. But on his awards, just touching on what you said, obviously you get a management award, which was between myself, Owen, Sean and the goalkeeping coach that selected that one, and it was a bit tighter than people would think as well. But I just thought, the wee man, if you took him out of the team, you would have noticed him, he would have been missed more than most players would have. The player, he get a top goal scorer, but just not edging Aaron Fizzle out, and then he get a players player one, which is probably, as a player, that's the biggest one. When I played and was lucky enough to win one or two, that was the one that you wanted the most, because it's your teammates, your peers that are voting for the guys you basically gave blood, sweat and tears next to over a season. So, no, I'm delighted he's staying, and it would have been a massive blow to everybody involved if he'd left. And I know he's had offers financially that would have helped him out massively, but I'm hoping that the way we treated Dylan and his family and Saturdays and stuff has played a part in him staying.
Well, the fact he's staying is great news. And another player you mentioned there is Alan Frizzell. He was one of the joint players of the year as well. Just how good was he last season? Because he's a player with immense talent.
Well, first of all, it looks as if Alan's maybe played his last game for us. He's declined a contract, but I can't hold that against him. He's kept me in the loop with absolutely everything that's happened. I'll miss him off the park as well because he's done a lot for me, Alan. What I like about him, probably the big thing that stands out about Alan is he's only 24, 25, but for me, he's still got a wee bit of old school in him where you can tell him the home truth and he'll take it in the chin and go and prove you wrong. You'll never get an answer back from him. It'll be probably in his head. He's saying, right, I'll go and show you. So Alan will be a massive miss for us. But I can't lose sleep over it because I know that the manager of clubs like, that these things happen year in, year out. I think the last couple of seasons we've lost our top goal scorers, our player of the year to other clubs, and unfortunately this year it's happened again. We are, who was one of our top players, top guys when about to play, so it looks as if he's moving on. But again, Alan will let go what I've said. If you do speak to him, he goes with your best wishes. I've not said a bad word behind his back to anybody I've spoke to about him leaving and stuff. So listen, things change. He might eventually stay. We don't know, but as far as we're concerned, Alan's moving on, and we genuinely wish him all the best.
Absolutely wish him all the best, especially after having such a good season and playing a big part in the squad. And obviously sad when anyone leaves, but another bit of good news in terms of somebody staying. Gary Fleming, he's staying next season. How happy are you with that?
Delighted. And again, if I'm talking about Alan, the office part, because Gary's another one. You can trust him, and probably as a manager, that's what you look for on and off the park. He's somebody you can trust. He was one when the season was coming to an end that we said he's a must that we keep. He's got an influence in the dressing room, and you won't meet a better pro at our level than Gary as well. He takes his football serious, and he's somebody that you can just trust to go and do a job. He'll be first to admit that he's not going to be as tight as going box to box and chipping in with 10 goals a season from midfield and doing step overs and taking people on, but the job he does, if you've not got guys like Gary in your team, then you'll not do nothing. And as I said, he's good for me off the park as well. And he's another one that can take it in the chin. I mentioned to you before, there's some boys just the way it is now that you need to put an arm around them and stuff. You do with Gary at times, but he's one that can take it in the chin because he knows when he's maybe not been at his best or whatever. But one thing you can guarantee with Gary is he'll always give you 100%. And you won't meet a better trainer as well.
In terms of the training sessions I've watched, I would completely agree with that. High intensity, treats every session like it's a match, which as a manager's a joy, as you've said. And obviously the obvious question I need to ask you is, the junior setup obviously is no more for the club. The setup is changing, joining sort of west of Scotland. What's your opinion on the situation at the moment?
Right now, I think it's very unfair on clubs not knowing who they're going to be playing against and what league they're going to be in. I think we're under the understanding that we're transferring over to new West of Scotland with a link to the Owen League. But from what we've all heard in the last 48, 72 hours is that the top teams are going to stay together in the Premier, which is fair enough, but the rest of these are going into these conferences, but who you're playing against, and do you know what I mean? And there's probably been, I know with everything that's going on, that they're not in a rush to do it, but these clubs have been loyal to leagues as well, so it's maybe a bit time they paid them back and told them, right, this is who you're in the league with, whenever it starts, this is who you're playing against. The sooner they do that, the better, because I'm trying to speak to players and attract them to the club, but there's only so much I can say at the moment to players, you know what I mean? I can't say we'll be playing this team and playing that team because we don't know. and in my opinion, we should know ASAP.
Definitely, you need to know who you're playing against, as you've said, especially when it comes to not just your recruitment, but your planning as well. In terms of recruitment, how are you getting on at the moment? You've mentioned the fact you're trying to recruit. How's it going?
It's going well. Well, just like every other manager, Callum, it's probably just checking in with boys to note of interest, because majority you speak to at the moment, players you speak to at the moment are just the same as us. They're in limbo. If I'm trying to sell them Greenock Juniors, the first thing they're asking is, do you know what league you're in yet? And you can't start lying to players, it'll just come back and bite you. So, but recruitment, to answer your question, sorry, it's going quite well. We've got one confirmed who was our main target before the season ended. Unfortunately, we can't announce that at the moment because there's contracts and stuff still involved, I think. And we've got 3 or 4 in the pipeline, and I'm very confident that they'll put pen to paper when the right time is. And you know as well as I do, there'll be people popping up when the season's about to start. Or have maybe been in pre-season with clubs. It's not worked out, and they'll maybe come down and have a look at us and stuff. So no, it's going well. My target is always to start the season stronger than you finish squad-wise. And I'm confident that will happen.
In terms of football, when it does return, it's one of those things that whenever it returns, it's going to have been an extended break anyway. Just how excited are you for when this situation calms down and you, Shawnee, and Owen can get back out the training field and start preparing for a new season?
I just think, well, everybody can. We're all missing it now, even watching games on the TV. We're all missing, but we can't wait to get back. When we do get a date to get back, we're probably going to need to extend pre-season by 2 or 3 weeks, which you normally would, just to get boys' fitness up a wee bit. I know they'll all be doing their own bit and stuff, but can't wait. But I was speaking to somebody about this, and it was actually from the local paper today, sorry, and I was saying to him, I don't think any will take it for granted again, a game of football. You miss the changing room, you miss winning, the feeling you get with winning. Probably a bit of it misses that disappointing feeling as well when things don't go your way, but just the overall, we just need to get it back sooner rather than later. And when it does, I don't think we'll be taking it for granted, and maybe you'll get older players who'll appreciate it as well, because with players basically going to be missing half a season of their career over something they couldn't affect. So no, we're chatting it a bit to get back, and hopefully Greenock looks stronger on paper when we do get back.
I hope so, and I just want to finish by saying thank you for your time and stay safe and all the best.
No worries, Cam. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you.